kimchi is like the Korean, well, it's a sort of generic Korean word for ferments and pickles, but when we say kimchi, we normally mean a particular kind, which is essentially you make a sauerkraut, you salt a brassica of some kind, not the cabbage or whatever, but then you add a further layer of ingredients to it. You mix a spice paste through it, and that's when you can just kind of like chuck in loads of stuff, really. Start off with a cabbage, say. It could be like a Chinese cabbage, could just be a white Savoy cabbage, it's kind of a regular cabbage or whatever kind. Chop it up into pieces, not normally as finely as you would sauerkraut. You're looking more for sort of chunks like that. And as if you're making a sauerkraut, you start by just rubbing some salt into it, just kind of massaging it until the juices start to come out. And then at that point, you can leave it. Some people leave it overnight to drain a lot of the juices off and then take it out, or you can just sort of go straight into it. It depends on how thick or how liquid you want the end product to be, really. And then when you've got your salted cabbage or salted whatever, which you might add spring onions to, or carrots to, or loads of other veg, whatever you've got, really, you would make a spice paste to go to mix through it, to flavour it. I'll just tell you what my sort of standard recipe would be, and then you can kind of go off from there, really. I would normally take, say for a cabbage, a handful of just fresh ginger, a whole head of garlic, cloves peeled, blitz those together with a couple of teaspoons, of chili powder, whether like cayenne pepper or regular chili powder or Korean red pepper or sort of Turkish red pepper works really well. And then mix that with some soy sauce and some fish sauce, and then you just mix that through your cabbage and then let it ferment in that. But to that, you could add whatever else you have lying around, any other spices that you like, different alliums like Chinese chives or different spring onions or leeks work really well in it, and any kind of dried fish like bonito flakes or dried shrimp or different kinds of fish sauce, just sort of any sort of very flavoursome store cupboard things you have sitting around, really.
And the end result is what?
So what you end up with, obviously, it's got a lot of spices in it. It's a much sort of spicier, funkier result than a sauerkraut. You'd use it as a relish or a condiment. It just kind of jazzes up anything, really. Like if you've got a bowl of rice, it's just a bowl of rice. But if you've got a bowl of rice and some kimchi, you've kind of got the start of a meal. It's nice as a base for soups or for fried rices and things like that as well. Or you could just eat it straight out of the jar. That's generally what I do.